Alright, welcome back to another episode of the Elder Scrolls 1 Arena. In the last episode, we found the third piece of the Staff of Chaos, and in this episode, we're going to go and at least begin trying to find the fourth, which is elsewhere, somewhere in the Halls of Colossus. So, let us talk to you. Where is the Halls of Colossus? A couple of days ago, some priests rode out of here in a hurry. They were chased by a small group from the Mages Guild. If you ask they may be able to tell you more. So the Mages Guild, well, I should have asked you where the Mages Guild was. Now I get to go and try to pick one of you who, let's follow you and try and get you. Okay, fine. How about you? There. Where's the Mages Guild? East. So we're going to go that direction. Okay. So, yeah, in this episode, and probably the next, I doubt we're going to be able to get the fourth piece of the Staff of Chaos in one episode, so probably, unless by a miracle, but other than that, after we do get the fourth piece of the Staff of Chaos, we're going to go ahead and do an artifact quest, and we're going to try to see if we can do the Agma Infinium. So that will be coming up probably in the next episode or two. Let us see. Where is the Mages Guild? It's west of here. So first it was east, and now it is west. I'm gonna feel really stupid if I haven't marked on my map already. I don't. Okay. It has to be this building, right? This looks... Oh, it's in a corn maze. Oh, no. Okay, that is a... Again, I'm not telling people how to run their businesses, but I'm not so sure how well an inn is going to do in a corn maze. It just doesn't seem that beneficial to one's overall success at the end of the day. Let us go this direction, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Mages Guild. If not, then oh well. Is this the Mages Guild? Nope. What is it with this place and having inns in just mazes? Again, that makes no sense. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut here, and then we will be back when we find the Mages Guild. Alright, we found the Mages Guild, so let's get in here before we have to go through another corn maze. For a moment after leaving the bright summer sunshine, your eyes register only darkness in the gloomy Mages Guild. When they adjust, you can understand very little of what you see. Tomes of antiquated wizardry and obscure objects crowd the dusty shelves. Let us see if you know where we need to go. You are Talon. Word of your inquiries concerning the Halls of Colossus have spread through the city, and have come to my attention. I am Turamain ap Colthus, lore master of the Mages Guild here in Corinth. Perhaps we can help each other. A few days ago, a band of warrior priests from the Temple of Agamanus attacked the guild. They claimed that we had stolen from them a stone tablet that was sacred to their sacrament. In truth, we found the tablet amongst ruins far from here. I was trying to figure out if that was far, so it's far. The tablets amongst ruins far from here, but their leader, Sir Galandir, must have known the true nature of the tablet. It held the key to deciphering a part of the Elder Scrolls. For this being called, I know this game was originally supposed to be just like you go and beat people up, and that's why it's called the Arena, and then they kind of had, said, oh, we're just going to make it as an RPG, but the reason it's called Arena is because, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh god, I can't think of the word. Marketing material had already went out with the word the Arena, so they put on Elder Scrolls. But it just seems like every one of these missions, it's to decipher the Elder Scrolls without really talking about what the Elder Scrolls are. So that's kind of, I think, a little bit sad, but whatever. The part that shows the location of the Halls of Colossus. After the attack, my guild was left too weak to retaliate. If you will agree to recover the stone tablet, I will inscribe the location of the Temple of Agamanus onto your map. If you are successful, I will be able to decipher the location of the halls and tell them to you. However, to do this, I need the stone tablet first. Will you agree to help me? I have no choice. You are brave and fair, and I humbly thank you for your help. You will find the Temple of Agamanus near Corinth. May the Lady bless your endeavors, and may you fare well on your journey. Turamain inscribes location of the Temple of Agamanus, Sir Galandir's fortress, onto your map. Great. Let us go on ahead and go, because we are good on potions. And we will be going to right. Oh, it's literally right next door. It'll take a day to get there. Oh god. Oh god, that was... I mean, you didn't even let me do my normal, let me hit light and let me, you know, save the game. You just immediately just rushed me and attacked me. Guys, I mean, it's not fun, it's not nice to spawn camp. I mean, seriously. That was extremely rude. A nearby sign reads... Aga Nu W Lacus Pigrimps. Cool. Let us save at here, and let us call this at the old... Let's just say at Aga, because I have no idea what this place is again off the top of my head. So yeah, alright, let's continue on our way. Let's cast light and go. So this is, I don't know if I mentioned already or not, this is a new recording session with the last recording session. So I've went and I've edited the last two videos that were the recording session before this, and that's not what we're going to talk about today, but because what we're going to talk about is we're going to go back to what we were originally talking about, which was the list of games I've not played and that I'm eventually going to play on this channel, and I'll I guess give the reasons why I'm choosing to talk about that, but here in a minute. But before I do go into that, you know, tangent, I want to briefly, first off, I want to pull up a map to see where I'm going. And is there somebody behind me? Yes, there is. And let me... That's not actually what I wanted to do. That's also not what I wanted to do. I wanted to major shield, and I wanted to go. You have no right to attack me. Come on. I am so, like, can I not hit him? There we go. I don't know, for some reason it was glitching there for a second. Okay. 46 gold and nothing I can use, and let us heal. And let us use a bunch of restore power potions. Okay, so anyway, I was editing the last recording session, which was which was the episode 10 and 11, and I'm gonna be honest. I think when I was done recording both of them, before I edited them, I was like so inherently disappointed with the episodes. Not because I think they were inherently bad episodes. I was just disappointed with myself and the commentary I provided post, because I thought it was just god awful. Oh, hello, Mr. Cool. But going back and rewatching the... Let me see. No, we're gonna go back. Let's not do what I'm doing and keep going back and forth. Okay, so let's go in this door. This lock is an insult to my abilities. Fantastic. I will then pick it and see nothing. Fantastic. Is there a secret door in here? There is not, so it was a complete and utter waste of my time. But anyway, so after I was done recording it, I was just disappointed, just because I thought that I always kind of joke and say I ramble incoherently, but that's kind of the way you know, these type of episodes go, because I'm not doing commentary in post. I'm doing commentary live and who was shooting at me? I heard something go off. Okay, oh well. Oh, it was you. Thank you. Let us use heal. Let us use, not that, but let us use major shield. Let us use major shield. Thank you. And let us kill you. Come on. There we go. I, for some reason, sheathed my weapon. You find a note on the knight's body. You will hold... For the love of... Can we please get... Let us go all the way out the door and walk all our way back in. And it doesn't matter because the text is not popping up again. I really wish the text would stay longer than literally 0.2 milliseconds. Anyway, so that's kind of the inherent nature when you're doing live commentary over stuff, is you just kind of inherently ramble a bit. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. But I felt the last 2 episodes were really, really, I think, just generally poor quality. I think I even said at the end of episode 10, I think it was the worst episode that I had done, just simply just due to the inherent, I need to stop saying the word inherent, the general disjointed nature of the commentary. At least I felt, because I knew there was going to be major cuts in that episode, and there was. But going back and watching it through in the editing process, I actually changed my mind, and it wasn't as bad as I had originally thought. And I guess that's what I'm briefly going to talk about just before we get into talking about games, is I think a lot of the time we are our own worst critics when it comes to things. I know for me, one of the things I'm really having to work on when I'm doing editing is, like most people, I don't enjoy the sound of my own voice. Most people don't. Most people hate the sound of their own voice. So it's a process trying to adapt to get used to hearing myself talk for long periods of time. But over the course of the last few episodes, I've actually gotten used to it in the editing process. But we have this idea of inherent... I need to stop saying inherent. We have this idea of perfection that we like to assign. I know the stairs reads private members only. Okay. I got that text in before it disappeared. But we have this idea of perfection, which a lot of the time is just unachievable. And so, you know, while I was disappointed initially after recording those episodes, I went back and I thought I died. As I was going back and editing over them, I'm going to be honest, not as bad as I thought they were going to be. They were they still to the quality I would have liked them? No. But were they as god-awful as I had originally thought? No. And I guess that just really goes to show that, you know, you are your own worst critic, and, you know, that if you just go easier on oneself, because I think we could be so hard on ourselves that it's a real shame. So yeah, that's just generally what I wanted to briefly talk about before we go back into games, is that idea that we are our own. Let us go to the left. Let me immediately go to the right to kill the panther. So yeah, so now to briefly talk before we actually start listing games. The reason why I'm taking these episodes to talk about games I've never played, and using this as the vehicle, this game as a vehicle to kind of inform people, I guess is twofold. Number one, there's some loot. Number one is, while I'm having a really fantastic time playing this game, in fact, I'm having more fun playing this game than I actually thought I was going to. This game is, and when I say this, I don't want to insult the people that that made this game or enjoy playing this game, but this game is very basic in the sense, and basic, a lot of people are going to assume is as me insulting it as quality. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's very simplistic in nature. Story is very simplistic. This is more of a dungeon crawler than it is hello, Mr. Knights. Than it is a thing with, you know, intense backstory and lore that I've got to really like hyper focus on and stuff like that. So this leaves a lot to, you know, to my discretion to talk about, to fill air, because, you know, there's only so much I can say. Oh, I'm going left, I'm going right, I'm going to attack this knight, as I proceed to go and attack this knight. So to fill the time, because, you know, I know from here on out, I know the other games are a lot more lore heavy and a lot more world building than this game, so I want to use this game kind of as a catalyst when I can to inform you guys of the channel and what's to come in on the channel, because, you know, there is... my shield broke and I didn't even notice it, and I have not saved in ages. Yep, I've not saved since the beginning. Well, that sucks. Let us light. Let us major shield. Let us restore power, and let us go back to... That is not the button I wanted. This is the button I wanted. Let us go to generally where we were going, which I believe is this... Nope, not that direction. That's a wall. Which I believe was this direction. Oh, hello, spiders. So anyway, I'm using this this game kind of as a catalyst, not only to play, because I want to play it, because again, I'm playing the Elder-Scrolls series in order, and again, I have idiosyncrasies that if I'm going to play something, I like to play it in order. Granted, my first game was Skyrim, but it was kind of hard not to pick up Skyrim when it was available. But what I was going to say is that some people are only going to watch this game because that's all they're interested in. Some people are only ever going to watch the Elder Scrolls series because that's what they're interested in. And if that's what they're interested in, that's what they're interested in. There's nothing I can do or say that's going to affect their stance and their policy on only wanting to watch certain games. Can I get in? No. Yes, I can. I gotta pick it though. Thank you. Okay, let us save. Let's be smart here and go. But the reason I'm choosing to start listing games is for the people that maybe are only ever going to watch this video, or to... Basically what I'm saying is you have a very finite amount of time to try to inform people of what your channel is about and what is going to be coming up on the channel. I could do, you know, a video dedicated in and of itself to these games, but I'm deciding to do it this way. So yeah, so that's kind of why I'm listing games here, is it's kind of just to showcase to people, like, here is what is eventually going to be on the channel, because everything I'm listing is going to eventually be on the channel. It might take, and when I say might, I mean it will absolutely take years for all this stuff to eventually come to the channel, because, like, again, there's over 100 series, like, straight up, and you know, while there are some series that are like 2 or 3 games, there are a number of series that are very, very lengthy. And, you know, and again, while there's some games that are, you know, shorter, like for example, we haven't got to it yet, but, you know, I have listed the Call of Duty series, and, you know, those are short as far as like story goes for single player. But when you get to things like this and Fallout and Final Fantasy and, oh god, let us heal. Let us... Okay, I am going through my major shield a lot quicker, so I need to definitely keep an eye on that. Let me save here. So yeah, so that's kind of why I'm taking this episodes, you know, the next, you know, few episodes to talk about the games, just to kind of showcase to people who maybe planning on maybe not sticking or sticking around, say, well, you know, maybe there's some other games that are eventually going to be on this channel that you might want to stick around for. You know, it might take a while, but yeah. So, to go into the list for today, which is another 10 games, and let us continue by going... Let's continue going forward for the time. Hello, Mr. Panther. And hello, you as well. So the first game is Jak and Daxter, and I know I mentioned in the episode before, so in episode 10, I know I mentioned that, to me, Jak and Daxter, and... because I know nothing about it, I just know the name, but it seems to me like that and... oh, what's the other ones that... Any of those cartoony-based games, they all seem very similar to me. Obviously they're not, because, you know, they're different intellectual properties, but they all seem very similar as far as like things like that and Crash Bandicoot. They all seem to me generally similar. just looking at as someone who's never played any of them. But again, it's something I would eventually like to play. Let us pull up our map so we see where we can go. I think I'm going a direction I don't want to go. So let me stop doing that and go back through this door and to my left. Yeah. So the next games on that is eventually going to be played on this channel is the Max Payne series. And again, I know is there 3 games in the Max Payne series? And again, a lot of these again are games I don't know anything about. I just know them based solely on name recognition, and the name recognition being a positive thing. Let us. I think we're in a corner, unfortunately. That means we've not made progress. Hello to you, goodbye, and sayonara. Let us go which direction? Okay, let's go into the next room over just to get this corner filled out, even though it's going to be meaningless, and make sure there's nothing. Oh, it was not actually meaningless. Good for me. And let us go in. And let me immediately save, because I have somebody shooting something at me, and apparently it just killed himself. Cool. Let me take that, and so yeah, the next game on the list eventually to be played after Jak and Daxter and Max Payne is Serious Sam. Again, know nothing about it, just know the name. In fact, I really have nothing more to say other than that. I just know the name. The next one would be Battlefield, so kind of like Call of Duty. Those games I feel are probably very short story-wise, so we could actually probably get through those fairly quickly. The next one, which is actually really weird for me, for someone... Oh, let me use a cure disease, because I got diseased. Hello, Mr. Ghouls. The next series, which is kind of weird for me, for people at least my age, because everyone that I knew grew up playing these games, but I just for some reason missed them, is the Kingdom Hearts series. And I've never played it, so that's another game I'm looking forward to playing. I did pick up, I think the remaster of Kingdom Hearts, what was it, when it was like the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix or something like that, and I think I got through the Hello You. I got through like the first island, I want to say, like the starter island, and then I stopped. I forget the reason why I stopped, but I stopped. So I have very limited knowledge of that series, but it's a game series I'm really looking forward to playing, because I know it's beloved by so many people. The next game on here is the Mafia series. Again, based solely on name recognition. I know there's been some remasters, as of late. So I don't know which of those we're going to play, if we're going to play the originals or the remasters. I'd have to check to see, which one, because I don't want to do well, that was a creepy noise. I don't want to make the mistake that Grand Theft Auto did, and the remasters are absolute hot garbage that everyone hates. So I will inevitably play the games. This is a fake wall. I will inevitably play the games that are probably the most stable and the most enjoyed. So, and let us kill you, and let us see where we are going. We're going to go down just so we can get this mapped out, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to go up. So I'm going to mention the next two back to back, and that is Sly Cooper, and the other one is Ratchet and Clank. And again, those and all Jak and Daxter and all those, Spyro the Dragon, all those, to me, those are, you can kind of lump them together. They're in the same vein from what they're these kind of cartoony, I think, platformy type of games. So again, we're going to play them because of I've heard good things about them. But yeah, if you were to ask me what are the key differences between them besides them being let us major shield, let us heal, if you ask me what the major difference is, and that looks like a possible location because that looks like a new door, so we're going to go into there, and then just to finish out so we can be done and then we can talk about this game. Like I said a couple episodes ago, we're going to have a lot of Tom Clancy's games, so this one is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, know nothing about it, and then finally Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So, and that would also include Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, but I would want to play the Knights of the Old Republic first. Granted, I have played Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMO, a fair amount, and by a fair amount it's been a while, and the only story I really remember very well is the Jedi Knight story in that MMO. But we will eventually play that series. And I know that Knights of the Old Republic is getting a remake or a remaster. And let us go in here because this looked like something. This just looked like something. Oh, hello, Mr. Ghoul. Let us... I hear something moaning, and it's freaking me out. Hello. And goodbye. And it was just a fire pit. Okay, let us see. So this is where we need to go. So we can either go through this room and get there, or this room and get there. So let's go through this room first to see if we get there. Nope, hello. So yeah, those are the next 10 games on the list of games that will eventually be on this channel. Again, this type of conversation about what games I have and haven't played might not be everyone. Let's try this again. This might not be everyone's cup of tea, but again, this game is very... And I'm not trying to insult the quality of the game, because I'm actually having a really good time playing it. But this game is very basic, so I need something to fill dead air, and I can only talk about weather and podcast recommendations and stuff like that for so long. So I want to try to fill it with something at least somewhat video game related. And again, I view this as a really good opportunity to showcase in it something other than like here's a unique video by itself of what's eventually going to be coming to the channel. I think this is probably a better vehicle to do this. That way I can at least have a little bit of a lengthier time. Hello, Panther. A lengthier time talking about these games in a more this is a better vehicle, I would say. We're going to go back through that door, and that is going to lead us to the third section of the map. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to go... Excuse me. Oh, I could not even tell you. If you did not have your red eyes, I was going to say, what in the world is going on? Let us save here. Not that save. Well, let us go in here first, and then let us save at this save. And let us... go on about. I'm going to show you probably 30 seconds of this floor, and then if it seems like a big floor, we are going to... Oh, hello, Mr. Panthers. Goodbye, Mr. Panthers. We'll make a cut until something interesting happens. I don't understand. Maybe someone can explain this to me in the comments. They shoot fireballs, and I really don't swing at them, and then they die. Is there a feature for those mobs where... See? Is there a feature for those mobs where, like, there's a percentage, like a certain percentage chance that, the spell will backfire and kill them instead? Because I'm not attacking them. Let's not fall in the water. Let's go in here. Hello. I should be leveling up soon. I haven't leveled up in a while. So we have to go into the water, unfortunately. So we're going to go into the water. And another creepy noise. Fantastic. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to make a cut, and anything interesting happens, we will include it, so whether that's a death or a level up, and then we will be back when we've made some form of progress, because I don't want to just have you guys sit here and, you know, watch me clear out rooms. So we'll be back in a bit. Okay, I think we made progress because this looks like something of interest, so we're gonna possibly... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We've not had a death hole in this game ever, but this looks weird, so I'm gonna save before jumping in. And it's not, it's just a hole. So can we rest here? Oh, we can, so perfect. Let's rest while we can.
Why do you choose to align against me when it is obvious that I will destroy you? Even as each piece of the staff comes into your possession, it becomes easier to find you. And I have done just that. Face my creatures if you dare! I am through toying with you!
Hello. Let us fireball you. Excuse me, can I fireball you? Thank you. So that was the first time we've seen that enemy, a stone golem. So let us go back into this hole and rest until we disappear. Hello. Hold on. I know. Hello, Mr. What are you? You're a... Oh, we faced you before, but I'm gonna say you look like a knockoff Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Are you gone? You're gone. Okay, it's a troll. Let us rest. And we are healed, and we can finally get a moving on. So we are going to include this because of the cutscene, but this room, which I thought possibly was something, turned out to be nothing. So I will be back when, again, we've made some form of progress. So we've made progress. It says the floor here is oddly patterned, and this looks possibly like where we're needing to go. So we're gonna probably include. Let us major shield. Let us heal because we almost died. I'm gonna have to be casting major shield and heal a lot more than I have been, because this is again, magic seems to be overpowered as hell in this game, but I can still feel when there's been a step up in difficulty, and it seems like here's been another step up in difficulty, because I have been able to make it through pretty much all of the previous sections with maybe one or two castings of major shield, but this is the first time where I've had my shield broke multiple times. Let us... Okay, there's no lava over here, so let's go this direction first, even though I'm about 99% certain this is not where we need to go, simply because I don't want to have to jump lava twice. Because that means I have to use 2 fire potions. And is there any... Hello, spiders. Again, these spiders would be nightmarish for people with the inability to resist paralysis, but we do. Let us... This actually might be the way, so let's go down, because, again, I always seem to think that that what we're looking for is always the exact opposite of where you entered. So, hello, spiders. You know, this is the first... Is this the first dungeon we've had in the main... There was nothing here? Okay, we're going to go in the water, because that, I think we can actually bypass the lava room if we go through the water, so that's what we're going to do. Is this the first dungeon that we've done in the main series that is like a 3-layer, 3-floor dungeon? It might be, because I think the only other time we've done a floor with multiple, you know, or more than 2 floors was when we were doing the artifact quest for the Staff of Magnus. Let us go on ahead and back up, and then we can pilfer and try to unlock this chest. And we failed, and we failed. Oh, come on. I can be here all day. There we go. Can't take anything else because I have too many items as it is, but I can take the gold. And 96, fantastic. And that door leads to the lava room. Yes, it does, so we don't need it. And this we are absolutely going the correct way. Almost assuredly. If you have the ability, well, first off, if you're underage, don't. But if you have the ability to bet, this is a good bet to bet on that we are absolutely going the right direction. And we are going to... Come on. Uh-oh. Hello? That's weird. Why can't I? That's weird. I could not swim there for a second. I'm like... Oh, that's what it was. You were preventing me from swimming. Now I know. I was like, I could not swim up here to save my life. Let us... Come on. I'm not going to use my magic spell on you, because that's ridiculous. I will sit here and hit the pilfer button. There we go. 14 gold, and then you have nothing. Come on. There we go. 101 gold, and... Come on. There. 104, and I can't take anything else. But again, I think we're making progress. It's probably going to be down in this bottom corner, so... yeah, so how about this? It's probably going to be a very short cut, but we're going to make a cut, and we'll get back when we up on, dry land. Okay, this looks like progress. This looks like the room, but I am very fatigued, so I'm actually going to rest, and we're going to include this first. Let us save, because I would hate for something tragic to happen. But we're going to rest because we need to. There's enemies nearby. There's a Minotaur who's trying to just kill me, and this Minotaur as well. Hello, goodbye, and we're going to rest. Hopefully we won't, and we got fully healed. Fantastic. So we've officially reached a point where I'm going to go ahead and cast Mage's Shield, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Light. I think we reached a point where we're not going to have that problem. Oh, we got a riddle. Here we go. Answer this riddle and proceed into this vault. I daily am in Elsewhere and in Skyrim, at times do all the world explore. Since time began, I've held my reign, and shall till time is nevermore. I never in my life have strolled in garden, field, or park, yet all these are sad and cold if I'm not there and it's so dark. That is super easy. That is the sun. And let us not... Okay, I know everybody here is screaming. Do not forget the tablet, and do not have a repeat of the Snow Fortress incident. This right here is the tablet, and I will not be making that mistake again. You have found the tablet Sir Galandir stole from Turamain, Ap Colthus of the Corinth Mages Guild. When Turamain has it again, he can use it to find the location of the legendary Halls of Colossus. Okay, so we found it. We're going to go ahead and go back there. Again, you guys know the drill. I'm not going to, subject you guys to watching me have to go through 3 floors trying to get out of here. So there's going to be a cut, and we will be back when we are at the entrance to this entire thing so we can travel back to Corinth. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we are back at the entrance to the Temple of Agamanus. So we are going to go on ahead and travel back to the town in Elsewhere called Corinth, and it'll take us a day, and we're going to go ahead and travel. And I accidentally hit going out into the wilderness, so let us go back inside, and we're going to be going to the Mages Guild, which I don't believe I went and marked, unfortunately. So let me go through my map real quick and find where it was, because it's a pretty big... It's this building. This is the... come on. Mages Guild. The one downside of the remapper that I have is anytime I have to type, I have to hold down the Alt key to do that. So that's the if you ever see me trying to struggle to type something, that's the reason why. Having to hold down the Alt key when you're not used to having to hold down the Alt key to type something can be a little disorienting. Then also, if you try and hit the Enter button to actually save the text to the map, if you're still holding down the Alt key when you do that, then it'll take the the DOS box that this is running in, and it will take it from full screen down to windowed. So I have to be very careful that that doesn't happen. In fact, you've probably seen it a couple times in these episodes. Is when the things when the game looks like it doubles in and on itself, like there's two where the Talon is down here. If you see like double of this for a second, that's what happened. As I accidentally hit the Alt Enter key to window it. Do I just talk to you? I do not. Okay, fine. Let us go in. I apparently cannot go in. Fantastic. What time is it? That's not the time button. This is the time button. It's 9:43 at night. Okay, well, I guess I'll just rest here. I can't camp here. Okay. Let me go talk to you, because you're standing still. I didn't mean to ask you about that. Where's the nearest inn? You'll show me. Fantastic. Where is the nearest inn? It's literally right here. So we're going to go this direction. And we're going to cast light, because I think I have light up. And we're going to go... Am I going the right way? I'm not. I'm going the exact opposite way. I need to turn myself around and go here. Oh yeah, it's the... Okay, we went to this inn last time, so you know what? We're going to be fair. We're going to go to the inn on the right this time. And we're going to go and rent a room just so we can go ahead and turn in this quest for 1 day, and I'll accept 10 gold because I'm not negotiating anymore. And we're going to rest for apparently 11 hours, which is fine. And we're going to get on out of here. So that is the innkeeper, so this is where we need to go. And we're going to talk to the mages at the Mages Guild. And then we're going to end the episode. And then the next episode we're going to do Halls of Colossus. So let us see. It was this direction, and then this direction, and then right here. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to enter, and we're going to hand in this tablet that we found on the very first try, and we're going to get the location of the next piece. I see you have recovered the stone tablet, Talon. I trust Sir Galandir and his knights did you no permanent harm. Now for my part of the bargain. Wait a moment while I get my notes. Buramain gets a feather pen and then peers intently at the tablet. A few moments later, he inscribes the location of the Halls of Colossus somewhere in the province of Elsewhere onto your map. Fantastic. So, I'm going to end the episode here. In between episodes, I'm going to go stock up on potions. I'm going to go sell some stuff so I can get inventory space. And that's going to be done it'll be on the recording, but it's going to be done off camera. I'm not going to include it in the edit because no one wants to see that. And in the next episode, we're going to do the Halls of Colossus. And in the episode after that, we're going to try and do the artifact quest, the Agma Infinium. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It'll help me out a lot. It'll help you guys out a lot by telling you guys when a new episode of the Elder-Scrolls-A-Thon Arena comes out. There's going to be a new episode of this every single day until this game is complete. And then we're going to move on to Daggerfall and Daggerfall Unity. We're going to play Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, and eventually ESO. We're not just an Elder Scrolls channel. We have other games. I have a list, and we've been slowly but surely going through that list, trying to show you guys, like, here's what's going to be coming up on the channel eventually. So yeah, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all that stuff. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. It'll help me out a lot. Trust me, it will. It helps so much. You guys have no idea how much it helps a channel, whether it be large or small. It helps the algorithm. So if you like this video, or you like me, hit the thumbs up button. Again, in the next episode, we're going to do the Halls of Colossus. And as far as questions, because I ask a question at the end of every video, and when I go over a game, that, you know, it's going to be in the same vein as all these other episodes where I've talked about games that are eventually going to be on the channel. So it's the same exact question, except it's with 10 new games. So of these game series, which of these game series is your favorite? Jak and Daxter, Max Payne, Serious Sam, Battlefield, Kingdom Hearts, Mafia, Ratchet & Clank, Sly Cooper, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, or Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. So yeah, which of those is your favorite series? Again, try and keep it spoiler free if you want to go into the reasons why it's your favorite series, because we're eventually going to be playing them and I don't want to be spoiled. But yeah, that's the question. And yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.